Welcome to another episode of Dad Labs.
What up?
We are here recording again, like we promised,
Yep.
on a regular cadence. We're going to get you guys wonderful content.
I hope you like it. If not,
Hope you like it.
Sucks for you.
Give us suggestions. I want to see those comments. I want to see you guys posting. This is also to help you guys out as well, not just us sharing our experiences. We just want to be able to interact with our community here and get everybody on board. So,
and I could spill a little bit of whatever's gone on during the week. Like if I have a little rant. The kid did this. The kids didn't do this.
Well, it's like this week has been nothing but rain.
Oh, man. I know.
So rain has been in our forecast.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Like flooding and being worried stuff's going to go haywire with your house. And,
the wind.
The wind. Oh, so, we got something ruined.
Oh.
We have in our backyard, our patio area, the covering.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just kind of like pieces of wood up, and like there's no covering at all. So what we did is we put like I don't know, what did you call it?
Shade sail.
It's almost like a shade thing, yeah. And you got to put it on, but then you use these little spike like
stakes
plates. Yeah, they're like plates that have spikes in them. You hammer them down, right? Anyways, one whole half of it went flying off yesterday due to the gust of 40-mile-per-hour wind.
That's what they always say.
So now I got some work to do.
Oh, dad projects.
As soon as it stops raining, I got to get on the ladder.
Honey-do list.
No, it's my do list.
Daddy-do list.
I was just that daddy do.
Hey,
daddy do.
I like that. Daddy-do list.
But yeah, so a lot of the rain caused a little stress in this dad's mind because I'm like, we're making sure stuff doesn't flood because we've had a flood here before. Granted, it was in the kitchen with something else, but I know how much the repairs and just being out of like basically living quarters when it floods in your house. So I hope during the rain nobody got any of that. We didn't. We were good. We had repairs done, so it was. I mean, I knew it was going to be okay, but at the same time, I was still worried. You ever had that where it's like
100%.
It's going to be okay. You fixed it. You spent thousands of dollars on it, and then that's still you're just like, you still might mess up.
I haven't gone to that extent yet, but I am amazed about how much my kids. And now, granted, this is probably coming from us living in Southern California.
Right.
We don't get rain. It's 75 and sunny always. And then my kids just stare out the window. It's raining. It's raining, and it doesn't resonate much with me because it's like, wait, we are living in a house that's wood. And it's raining on this house that's wood. And yet we're trying to stay warm, trying to stay dry. It's just a weird concept, actually, when you think about it. Like, it's here we are living day to day, and then we're in rain, and then we're so inconvenienced. In Southern California, I don't know if you can relate, but I am a terrible driver when it comes to rain.
Oh, no, I'm perfect.
I am the grandpa driver. You ask all my kids. My wife is Mario Andretti, and I am the old grandpa. And they they go down this list. And I don't want to list off everything that's on the list, but I'm pretty low when it comes to how fast I drive.
Okay.
But I'm defensive.
That is grandpa driving.
It is grandpa driving, but it's like, you know what? Here I have my family in the car.
No, you got precious cargo for sure.
And it's like, I don't want anything to tip. So, anyways, that's me.
No, I'm a good driver. When it comes to the rain, I kind of have to hold it in where I'm driving out in the rain because I'm like, come on, you guys. It's just a little wet. Drive normal. You don't have to slow down by 10 miles per hour.
That's me. I slow down by 10 miles. I don't even notice it, though. I don't even notice.
It's going to be okay. Just drive normal.
I'm going to be that grandpa that's on the road that's like doing 25 miles an hour and like 45. And not even know. 100%.
Side of the road, grandpa.
Yep, I'm going to be that guy.
I like when I flip the kids out, and it kind of flips me out too when I hit my car. I got a Sequoia. So when I'm on a hill and it's a little wet,
give it a little juice.
I give it a little juice and do a little fishtail. Oh, let's go.
Hey, don't get me wrong. It's fun to do that every once in a while. It scares the kids, though.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, they don't expect it. My daughter's like, don't do that again. I was like, sometimes it's punchy.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I can't. Sorry, I got a $100,000 car that likes to go fast.
Not this guy.
No, neither. Oh man.
Well,
so, Dad Labs, we're going episode 4, baby.
Yes.
We're gonna like to call this the time where we go on vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is one of those episodes that is near and dear to my heart. I'm a road trip dad.
Are you?
I feel that going on an airplane is very stressful, even for myself when I travel by myself or when I have. And now, granted, I haven't been on an airplane for quite some time, but for myself, it's very stressful. I guess because I don't do it very often, it's just easier. Again, talking about a grandpa driver, right? It's just easier for me to take my time at my speed
and drive.
Yep.
I like the plane to a certain point where it's like, nowadays, of course, everyone's going to watch this and be like, no, we're not going on planes anymore because
they're all blowing up.
Yeah, stuff's happening to them. So, but I still will go on a plane. I think that's still safe, but hashtag Southwest Airlines safe.
Hashtag safe.
Hashtag safe. My heart is safe on Southwest.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm looking for free flights to Indiana, Southwest. Let's go. Anyways, my thing is I've never flown on a plane with my kids.
Either have I.
I've done it by myself. I'm still scared during takeoff and landing.
Mm-hmm.
But in the air, I'm good.
I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, but traveling,
totally agree.
I like driving. Driving's fun, but it's just.
How do you tell your kids to pop their ears?
You just give them gum.
It's funny because I do. My daughter has tubes in her ears, so she doesn't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But my other kids, they're like, oh, my ears, I feel the pressure.
You guys are like this the whole way?
It's so weird.
For people on Spotify, I'm opening my mouth like I'm trying to pop my ears. Like,
What a weird thing, right? The human body, right? It's one of those things where you force yourself to pop your ears.
So like
right?
what?
So the easiest thing for my kids is I tell them to plug their nose and blow.
Oh, dude, what if you pop an eardrum though?
I don't know. Is that even a thing?
It could. I think. Where the doctor's at? I think it could, because you're blowing pressure. I mean, you're just adding pressure in. I think that's why they tell you to chew something or to have,
it's just
take
a natural
drink.
Release of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Tommy's over here trying to make his kids deaf.
All the mice in my head are really churning.
Yeah, you're like, I wonder now. That's why my kid doesn't hear me when I'm talking to
churning. I had them tested, and I know for a fact that they can hear me. At least that's what the audiologist says.
Yeah, I think doing that, or like opening your mouth and trying to yawn. Yawn's another good
yawning.
one.
See, I didn't even think about yawning.
Yeah. Well, you can just start that on your own. Just do a pretend yawn.
Pretend yawn, and it's like, then all of a sudden they all follow.
Yeah, see, just talking about and using the word yawn right now is making me want to yawn.
I know, I should.
So, but yeah, that's one of a way, because if you're going up, you like going to mountains, right? Because you guys are hikers.
Yeah, so my wife and I are hikers. We love the mountains. We love getting out there and hiking and the back trails. I'm not as much, ironically, the older I get, the more I think I worry about wildlife.
Okay.
Those rabid squirrels. No.
So the snakes?
Snakes.
The venomous squirrels.
I've never been super nervous about snakes because in my brain I'm like, oh, they're rolling on their bellies.
You think you just step on one?
But then it's more of, everybody keeps telling me, they can strike like up to 3 feet. Like
the length of, I think the half length of their body or something like that.
Or something, crazy. Yeah. In my mind, I'm more afraid of bears. I think is probably in the number one, and it's probably, thank you Facebook for coming up on my feed to see people interacting with bears, like mountain biking. That's one thing that I would love to do more of. But then I watch these videos of these mountain bikers, and then they almost plow into like a bear? Moose or something.
Oh, a moose! Dude, where are you going, to Canada?
Yeah, I like it up there.
Oh,
I've never been to Canada. I like Utah. We want to go back. Here's family trip. We want to go back to Yellowstone We want to go see the upper Americas, middle Americas, right? What is
Yeah.
that? North Dakota, South Dakota, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. I've never been there.
Yeah.
We want to do a family vacation up there. So then we're prepping. Now, granted, when I first started traveling with my kids, we were California coast.
Okay.
So we had to go all the way from San Diego up to somewhere around San Francisco, and that's like a 9 hours.
It's 9 hours, yeah.
And I was the guy that was always, okay, let's pack, let's get everything ready. Actually, let's start going through there. Takes me about a week.
1 week to pack.
1 week to pack.
I think that's about usually what my wife
I
does.
pack all my kids because my wife just gets super frustrated.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, give me the basics.
Yeah.
Are we swimming? Yes. So then that bathing suits.
Sleeping,
jammies. Then it's like, what are they gonna wear? Okay. Clothes. What if it's cold?
Jackets.
Jeans, pants.
No jeans when it's cold.
Right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, is there gonna be snow?
There's a lot to think about, man.
Right? This all goes through my brain.
You're stressing me out, bro.
Always over. So then what I end up doing is the cold weather clothes go into one, all by itself. Has its own bag.
Okay.
So like snow bibs, boots, that kind of stuff goes in one. And since I hike, all my hiking stuff goes in another one.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, hiking, because I got hiking boots, you got to have camel packs, you got to have all that stuff separate. And then the bathing suits and everything, they can go in with the other stuff. But what if you get there and then they want to swim?
So you swim in your undies?
Well, what's the first thing that they want to do is they want to jump out and they want to swim.
So they're wearing pajamas on the way there then, or not pajamas, swimsuits. No. Okay. So what time do you like to leave when you go on
I like to
road trip? Road trip, right? We're talking about road trips here.
Yep.
Okay, because you never have taken your kids on a flight, and I never taken mine on a flight.
Nope.
We've both done long road trips. I've done one with my family from here to Idaho.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm about the same distance.
Okay, so you're the same distance. Okay, so we're at 4:00 in the morning, kind of leave little family.
Yes, that's brutal.
No, but it's got to be.
That's brutal.
It's got to be.
I did that one time. So we went to Yellowstone last summer.
Okay.
And I literally got them up at 3 a.m.
Okay.
Best decision I ever made. I'm doing it again.
Yeah, you beat that traffic.
The amount of road that I covered was insane.
And they're asleep.
And it was like, even when they woke up, they're like, "Oh, sun's not up yet," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Well, you're lucky. You're asleep.
Dozed off again.
Mine don't sleep.
My oldest doesn't sleep.
Okay.
The other ones will, and then I'll hear electronics. Oh, there's the other thing, right? How do you deal with electronics in a road trip?
You better have every charger in the world.
I literally bought one of those little battery backup things. Has all the plugs in it.
Yeah.
I bought it for them.
For them to have it in the back seat while you're driving?
I mean, it's also meant for me during an emergency.
Okay.
But...
Hashtag it's really for the kids.
Hashtag it's really for the kids, because it just makes my life so much easier, because I feel like it's just a constant drain on the car, everything. It's like, where's the charger? You know the other thing that they love to do?
What?
Break the chargers.
Oh, like the cords?
The cord. They literally snap it right off.
Oh my God, your kids.
Well, because everything is underneath them. I don't know how
so it's like on accident.
It's like that. Yeah, it's totally on accident. They have this den.
But as a dad, you think you did that shit on purpose.
100%, you did it on purpose. I can't believe what are you doing.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing that they do. They have broken 2 iPad screens.
Holy smokes!
Because they accidentally stepped on it. Because they're exiting the vehicle.
Okay.
And they're living on pillows. They're living on just all their junk. And then they're like trying to get out if we're at a potty stop or something like that. And then they're stepping on everything. And it's like, why did you go and break the iPad?
I'm going to help you out here. Are you ready?
Yes.
There's a dad lab hack. Okay. Let's do it. You put the iPad inside one of those big Ziploc bags.
Okay.
Like the big ones where you put all your leftover pizza in. And then what you do is you take the headrest off. You lay the Ziploc bag over where the headrest holes are. And you put the headrest in. And then now the Ziploc is holding the bag or holding the iPad on the back seat of the driver or passenger seat.
Genius.
And so, you can hear it through them, or if you want to Bluetooth anything, anything. So when you do get out the car to go to the bathroom, they just stay right there. Doesn't even. You can even poke a hole on the side for the charging cords and stuff like that. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, smarter, not harder.
It doesn't get hot or anything and melt.
It doesn't get hot or anything.
Catch fire.
No.
Driving down the road and you're like, oh my.
There's flame coming from the back of your head. What the heck is you? Dad, I'm watching fire. No, try that, dude. I love that because we're the same way. So like some of the things we like to bring for our kids on the road trip is the devices, right?
Yep.
And then we like to do a lot of like fidgety things, like the little pop. So they look like big zits, right?
Poppets.
Yeah, you pop it and you go like pop, or any little flip zimmers, and then car games. Like
I had an epic fail last summer.
How did you shit your pants?
No, I got a bunch of those little mini car games.
Oh no!
The magnet ones. No. Checkers, all that stuff. It was great for the first 4 hours. Too many pieces?
I was going to ask you.
Too many pieces.
Are you still finding pieces under your car now? How long ago was this vacation?
Last summer.
Last summer, so you're still.
I found there was a little magnet battleship. Worst travel game ever.
Drop some of your favorite travel games that don't leave.
Yes.
Mess, or you don't lose pieces in your car and find a year later like Padre Tommy over here with his Padre
Sally. I found Sally from Guess Who. Just about a month ago. Guess who? Sally found you underneath the mat.
Let me tell you.
Back seat.
Let me tell you a cool story about our trip to Idaho. Because we leave at 4:00 in the morning, right? So we take off. Like you said, we go through the checklist and we have everything. Boom, boom, shoes.
Must do.
Everything. Pillows, whatever. We get probably halfway into Utah.
I love Utah
because we're gonna stay the night in Utah and then drive to Idaho the next morning. And we get to halfway in there and it's like potty break time, right?
Yep.
And I'm looking for my little guy's shoes.
Oh, the shoes.
We left them.
You left them.
We left them here in the house.
No.
And so we had no shoes for him. Once. So we end up finding like the super Walmart that's over there in the middle of Utah. Like it's the only store there, surrounded by a bunch of houses. And
super Walmart.
We go in there and we're like, we know we're going to be in snow, so we can't find just any random shoe.
Oh, it can't be a sneaker.
We find these hard shell like dinosaur shoes.
Oh boy.
That light up.
Yep, every
time he steps on them. And he had those. And actually, he loved them. He loved them so much. But those were his shoes for Idaho. And we always laugh saying, I remember the time we forgot the little guy's shoes. And we had to go buy that poor guy. Imagine if we didn't stop at all, man.
He was probably comfy.
Oh, he was chilling.
That's what happens to my kids. Mm-hmm. The first potty stop, they practically shed their entire
pajamas. Outfits. Yeah.
They don't have any shoes. They don't know where they are. And this is also why I have them packed in the back.
Okay.
Because then I thank the Lord I have a Suburban that has the window that comes up, so I don't have to open the whole back. Because if that whole back opened up,
everything falls.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah, because now everything's shifted after you pack.
Oh gosh, because then that was the first thing that about an hour into the trip, Dad, where's such and such?
Yeah.
You need that now.
Yeah.
And then where's the other thing? Here's my one of my fun favorite questions is, what do you pack for snacks?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, if you have the snack cooler in the middle of them, they never bug you.
They don't, but by the time you get to your first stop, it's all gone.
Well, yeah. He had the snack bag in sections, though. I'm only
so you
feeding.
Got to bring phases.
But see, I'm only
phases of the snack bag.
I'm only feeding 2 young mouths. You got 4,
and 4 different flavors.
Yeah,
taste buds. And
you have to go. Here's hour 1 bag, hour 2 bag.
Day 2, day 3, day 4, all in the back, and then they have to rotate it back in.
By the time you get back, your kids are on cholesterol medication.
Do you ever stop at those I know in Vegas on the way out to Vegas,
the rest stops
in Baker, there's like Eddie's World. It's like all about like nuts and candies and all that stuff.
No, that's like a horror movie for me. Like I feel like I'm gonna die in these places. Like that's why nobody goes there.
It's like Bates Motel.
That's why nobody goes there, bro.
I go there.
Like, hey,
I take my kids.
The world's hugest thermometer.
Yep.
Like, oh sweet, I can see it when I drive by. I don't have to stop and go check it out. I already know it's 110 out. No.
And you're always comparing. You know you're comparing.
Like I want to go and see those like
temperature gauge versus theirs.
The dinosaurs. Where you can walk into the dinosaur. Remember Pee Wee Herman's?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to go there though. I want to go there, but I won't go there.
Because you saw it in a movie.
Because I saw it in a movie and somebody died.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
Oh, that's one thing about traveling. I am like security guard.
Oh, always looking for your exit.
Always looking for everything. Look, we got balloons here. I don't know how that happened.
That's weird.
Because it probably thought I said celebrate. No, that's not the keyword.
No, we don't that keyword though.
But I'm always watching out because you never know. Like I see these movies where people are on vacations and then
do you use AirTags? Do you use AirTags?
No, I should.
I do. I try to do AirTags.
Yeah.
This is one new area that I'm fairly new to, so I give them AirTags. My youngest gets one with a safety pin.
Okay.
That he cannot remove. My older ones get ones that they can tuck and put different places. That's one thing that we're attempting to try.
Okay.
On like when we go to places that like theme parks and stuff like that, or go walking around.
Just in case you lose your kid.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You just never know. And you got 4 of them, you got to keep.
Yeah.
Keep them in the eyesight. That's
my oldest one has a phone.
Oh.
So I follow his location.
Okay, that's always good.
But my little one, no, I just put him on a leash. Just kidding.
Well, that's it. I have roughly 2 little ones.
Yeah.
And keeping track of them is rough for me. So I got to do the AirTag thing or something that constantly they're always having to be close.
Okay, so there's a lot of preparation that goes on before we get out on the road to go on a family vacation, right?
Always.
Okay, so tell me a story, Tommy.
Okay,
it's Tommy telling a story about vacation with your kids.
Yes, let me tell you, this is one of my favorite ones. Yeah. So my kids, they get bored about hour 5 or 6, right? Yeah. So if you've gone, and so usually I try to break it up every 4 hours or so. So if we leave early enough in the morning, we try to get to a place where we can have breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, they've had breakfast. They're back in the car. Potty stop. Everything is done. And, dry. Everybody's trying to not think about going to the bathroom because what's the first thing that they want to do? They want to get a drink or they want to do something, right? So there's always something.
Okay.
So now they're bored, and we're over the midway hump, and we're coming into. I think we were coming into. Going to the Redwoods.
Where were you going?
We were going to the Redwoods.
The Redwoods, okay.
We were going to do in Santa Cruz, California. They have this train, right? But before we get there, it's great. Roaring Camp, I think is the name of it. Love the place. And we were going to stop at a hotel, or we were going to spend the night at a hotel. My kids, I kid you not, for a solid 2 hours. Who's going to be there? What's the name of the guy that's going to be taking our room? Is it a nice room? Do they have carpet on the floor? Is there 1 bathroom or 2? Is the parking guy nice? Do we have to pay for parking? The amount of questions that I got
from every single one of them?
Every single one of them. And they wanted every detail. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be cloudy? Is it going to be sunny? Do they have plants there? Is it green? Is the grass green? Is there grass? Can we play? Is there a pool there? What are the hours of the pool?
I'm going to give you a little bit of advice here. Tommy needs to make his children a special drink with some NyQuil.
Let me tell you, the questions that I get from my kids, it can be deafening. Where I'm sitting there, I remember I even made a video. If I can find the video, I might even snip it and put it in here so you can watch this video It's just a simple audio because I had it. I was literally driving and I was like, you guys sound like I'm obnoxious. I can't believe that you're asking me what is the name of the guy that's going to check us into the hotel that I've never been to.
You should just make him up. Oh, his name's Mark.
I started going off a little bit, and because it was the questions were so. How much is parking? I don't know. $5.50.
Do they have pizza there?
Do they make pizza in this place?
Is it homemade? Is it gluten? What kind of food? Is it gluten free?
What now? Those are the questions. But it was pretty much that level of questioning on the way in the car.
My question would have been: is there an Alberto's nearby?
And I was like, I got a question. Can you be quiet and go to bed?
Here, drink this.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and it they've since toned it down because the electronics have stepped up a little bit.
They get hypnotized,
but they get extremely bored. So right about that 7-hour mark, they're done.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that I make sure of on my road trips. Ask anybody if you want to go on a road trip. Ask me. I have the itinerary laid out.
The to-do.
The potential stops and the stops.
To the Redwoods.
Anywhere.
Or anywhere.
From our
so
location.
not only is Dad Labs doing podcasts, we're also doing.
I can post it for you if you want to.
We're doing vacation recommendations.
Yes.
We're gonna have a tour guide with Tommy here, the tour guide.
I have to. Well, that's one thing that my wife and I want to travel abroad. We want to go to Italy and all that stuff, but never been there.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
And it's like I'd like to go to see like what it's like, and then I'll be comfortable.
You want to go see Michelangelo's little peepee?
It's like we went up to Yellowstone last year, and now I want to go back because now I'm comfortable. Now I know what to expect, and I know what to hit and what not to hit. Right. Like when I go someplace, my itinerary is full. Mm-hmm. It's like what was it? European Vacation with Chevy Chase, right? Like, yep, we saw it. Let's keep moving, right? That would be me.
Well, you kind of have
or
to.
Is me. Because I want to get everything in all at once. We got to see this, got to see that, got to see this. We went to see Old Faithful. We went to go see this. We went to see that. We went to see all these places. Got to see the buffalo or bison. What are they? Bison?
The bison, yeah. Bison. But you kind of have to now. Like when Tommy's got 4 kids.
Yeah.
So to keep those kids,
entertained,
pumping, and not bored, like you got to set an itinerary like that. I mean, I would.
I mean, the problem is it's a car travel time. That's the one thing that I get on the Google Maps, and I do the multiple locations. So I'm from Las Vegas to St. George, Utah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's there? Valley of Fire. Okay, how long can I stop there? And then it's like, what can I? And then it all gets interrupted too.
Right.
Because the other thing is that I've got to go potty.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? That's a great question. Hey, Dad Labbers, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to break this up into 2 episodes. This is the first part you just listened to. We're going to hit the second part next week. Hey, stay tuned. Hey, follow us on YouTube, Spotify. Be sure to follow our Facebook, Instagram. Keep up to date. Thanks so much for your support. Peace, Dad Labs.